Okay, I could use some prayers. As a lot of you know, the situation that happened with my son's dad really screwed me up, especially mentally, which is why I was stuck. I'm stuck living where I'm at. And I just got screamed at in my face and screamed at and told to shut the fuck up because I said I was going to go about changing one of my kids' names when they get older for their safety. And my grown-ass dad just came up the stairs and scared the shit out of my children and screamed in my face. And I have no help from anyone but him. So he's been like this since I was 10 years old. But now he's starting to scare my children. And a certain person has admitted to stressing him out, but when he takes it out on us, they don't care. They don't care. She doesn't care. So, I could really use some prayers right now for me and my kids to be able to get on our feet and get out of here as soon as possible. Because my dad just got so angry that at 6:30 in the morning, he come up. I was in the bathroom being quiet. And literally, I was letting him know that it started with me. It started calmly. He wasn't mad at first. I was letting him know I'm keeping up with everything, getting my stuff together, getting my life together. And then when I mentioned I'm going to change one of my children's names when they get older, he gets mad and said it'd be a horrible thing to do. Granted, mind you, he has never in his life gone through anything like this. I was advised by 5 different professionals in a social security office to do this for for my child's safety. Okay? And my dad and this other person love dishing out all this advice, and if I don't go through it, then it gets taken out on me. And they're giving advice on situations that they have never gone through. They are so controlling. And literally, I just explained everything that just happened to the individual who has admitted to stressing him out. And of course, the whole situation is being undermined. It's being treated like it's so much less than what just happened. Like my dad didn't just come upstairs and scream in my face because I said I was going to change one of my kids' names. Because I was literally advised by a group of professionals to do this. He literally treats me like if I don't just forget about this and pretend it never happened and don't do what I need to do to keep my kids safe, that I deserve to get literally screamed at in my face. This goes to show that people who have been raised in a very sheltered life and were raised in supportive families and had it great, I'm so grateful for those people. But if they end up having kids who go through hell, they treat their children like trash because they don't get it. My dad has never gone through this, and neither has the individual who's egging this stress on. My kids just got terrified in my house because my dad just came upstairs. I was in the bathroom being quiet, and on the other side, he bangs on the door, and I go outside, and I'm like, "Are you serious?" And he's screaming in my face. I thought he was about to hit me, so I said, "I'm about to call the police." And then he got extremely mad and screamed at me and told me to shut the fuck up, letting me know he's not going to help me anymore. This is the kind of toxic shit that I grew up around since I was 10 years old. And it kind of was getting better. But now it's gone back to where it was when I was 10 years old. Because someone is stressing him out, and my dad has an outlet of taking it out on me. So she, the one who's a grown woman and stressing him out, she's not getting it expressed or communicated to her his frustration, so she doesn't care. And I'm starting to see that as long as it's not happening to her or her children, she doesn't care. My kids are terrified from what my dad just did. I could really, really use some prayers because me and my kids really need to get out of here, and I need to get on my feet, and it's not been easy. When you have no support in your family, and everyone in your family is going through something, and the couple people who aren't and have their life together, they could care less, and you have no support, and you have people around you who just want you to act like something horrendous just never happened, and they try to throw all this advice at you, and everything they're saying just sounds so stupid because you've actually gone through it and you know what it actually is. And they think they know everything. I'm in a situation of, I'm surrounded by vipers, man. I need to get out of here. This is ridiculous. I could really use some prayers. And God warned me this was going to happen again. God literally warned me. It is happening. Please pray that me and my children remain protected through this time. Because we are having things taken out on directly me because of a frustration in a relationship that I have nothing to do with. And when you have no support in a family, it makes it makes your recovery a lot longer. And now that I'm finally starting to try to get it back together, everything is being thrown at me worse than usual. As usual. As usual. Literally, I swear on Jesus Christ that my dad just screamed in my face. Literally, because I swear on Jesus Christ, my dad just screamed in my face and terrified my kids because I said I was going to change one of my children's names. He said I'm dwelling in the past. As you can see, this is an individual who has no concept of how bad this is. He has no mental capacity to be able to understand this because he's wired emotionless. Okay? Because he thinks if I don't take his advice and run with it, that I'm disrespecting him. Because what he doesn't understand is to take advice from someone about a situation that they have never gone through is to go into it blindly. What could they possibly know about what truly needs to be done if they have never gone through it themselves? Even when my parents got divorced, my dad took that out on me and my brother too. He's doing the same kind of thing with his relationship now, taking it all out on me because I'm the only one still here. To be honest, the two oldest of my siblings, they're having a rough life. And they're not where they need to be in life. And I feel so bad for them. They did not have it easy. My youngest, he's trying. He's barely hanging in there. And me, I'm just stuck here because of this stupid situation. And when you have no support and no one to talk to, and you have individuals who make sure they do everything they can to sabotage your life so you have no one to talk to and no one to turn to, I mean, wow. Yes, I'm in training. But what just happened this morning just changed everything. Everything. I want nothing to do with this house anymore. If anybody even was to help me, it would have to be low key. Because then my dad would try to accuse them and whoever of being stupid just because I'm getting help to get on my feet. My dad just said my dad doesn't mind helping me. He knows the situation. But when it comes to me standing my ground on little things, he'll threaten to not help me anymore. The only reason I'm still here is because I was a little messed up here. I was held captive, tortured, sodomized, raped, beaten, and burned by a man who literally made a career out of ruining people's lives, and I had no idea about that in the beginning when I met him. He preys upon innocent people. Okay? And I should have gotten my things together a long time ago. I should have just stopped wallowing in my suffering and got up and did what I needed to do. But it's always situations like this with my dad that make it so hard. I have no support here. None. I have no support. It's either people in my family who are going through enough as it is, so how could they possibly be there for me? And then people who have their life together and they could give a fuck less. Or a little bit of both. I seriously need prayers. My dad literally, I swear on Jesus Christ, My dad just came up those stairs and screamed in my face because I said I would do what professionals advised me to do, and because I chose to take that route rather than bowing down to his advice like he's God. He's threatening to not help me anymore. I need prayers, please. Maranatha.